Hi, I'm Sean Gibson, and
I'm Ashton Christopher Gibson Dyke.
okay, we're going to do one of these every week from now on, and we're going to do a moral to the story video. So,
Yeah.
so what's it going to be on this then?
Don't be afraid to try something new.
Don't be afraid to try something new. So, because he tried something new tonight.
I just did it like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, and it's something tough, and he didn't know it would be that tough. But two things is, I always say, I've heard this somewhere, is don't be afraid to be bad at something.
I just came back from jujitsu and you're not doing anything right now.
Well,
Like,
I know, I need to, but I don't have the time. I got to find the time, make the time to do it, right?
well, I don't got any time. I'm always at soccer camp.
I know. Well,
I'm about to be at school.
so there's two perspectives here, right? One perspective is the kid's perspective, and the other perspective is the adult perspective. I'm his pawpaw, so
Also known as Grandpa. Don't mix it up for my dad,
right.
because everybody does.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm his pawpaw's grandpa. So,
It's not Papa. Papa
pawpaw.
means dad, but Pawpaw means grandpa. Because
Yep. Okay, so I'm his pawpaw. So, the thing is, there's always a fear of you don't want your grandkids or your kids to experience pain at all or any discomfort, and we try to keep from that happening. And that's a mistake because that's what makes
Exactly.
people grow, right?
Exactly. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly. Right. But it's easier said than done. So, so we're going to talk about this. The first time he'd say, like he said, don't give up on something. But the other thing is, don't be afraid to try new stuff. Because like he's gone to soccer, and most kids start soccer when they're like 5 years old, 6 years old.
I'm not doing too good compared to them.
Right, because I walked in there to pick them up one day, and these kids are 10 years old, and man, they look like pros. They've been doing it a long time, and they're really good at it.
Also, when he came in, he could see me sweating like a ton, like an entire gallon of sweat.
So it's easy to quit when you do that and not even try.
Exactly.
Because everybody's so much better.
Yeah. Like being bad at something makes you want to quit because it's too hard for you.
Right, right. But you can't, you have to realize you're going to be bad if you ever get better.
So if you keep going to what you're doing right now, the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Or if you never do it, then you'll never get good at anything, right? You can't get good at it until you try it and you're bad. Just because you started late. The first time I did jujitsu was when I was 40. Let's see, I'm 57 now. I was 40. I'm 50. Am I 50? 57, yeah.
Yeah, you're
I was 46. I was 46 years old. Me and Trent went.
That was like 11 years ago.
It was 11 years ago. Yep, me and Trent went our first time.
Sheesh.
So I didn't know what I was doing, you know. So Trent was good because he wrestled, so he was better than me, way better. But I've done it on and off since then, and I'm still not real good at it, but I go enough to where I'm okay. And I can have fun doing it, and I get a workout in, and I get to learn something every time. That's good. And you have to let go of pride. What's pride? You know what pride is?
I forgot.
Well, pride is when you think too much of yourself or you're afraid to let people see you do something bad. Or you try to think you're not better than everybody else, but you pretend to be better than everybody else. And you're real prideful, boastful. And that's not a good way to be because you end up never learning. And you never go in and say, hey, I'm going to be bad at this. And I know people are going to be better, but I'm going to ask for help. And then you get better. Before you know it, you start learning and you get better. So what happens, so I've seen this when my kids were little, when your mom was little, I saw a kid up hitting the bat and he didn't know how to really hold the bat, right? and other kids started making fun of him, and they were
Yeah.
saying, "You don't know what you're doing, you stupid kid," or whatever they said.
That's not.
Well,
that's not nice. You
it's-
can't just judge some. What if they're good out of a different sport? Like-
Well, I know that, but the story is he went up to do it, and instead of saying, well, he's got to learn, just work on it, you're not good at it now, but you'll get better, the parents were like, quit making fun of him. Quit making fun of him. And that wasn't the right thing to say for the parents. They just say, yep, he's no good at it right now. And but he'll get better. He'll try and he'll get better. But instead the parents were like, he's so good, and the kids started crying, and they pulled the kid off, and it was like, they shouldn't have done that. They took the kid away, and they should have let him just be bad. Be bad at it and be scared. And kids are gonna be kids, man. Kids can be mean sometimes, can't they?
I know.
Yeah. So you just gotta let them be mean and let them know that, hey, you know what? You're saying that and you shouldn't be saying that, but you know what? I'm not good at it now and I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna
No
do better.
one can be perfect. That's the thing.
No. Nobody can be perfect. So that wasn't good for the parents and it's not good for the kid. But I understand the parents doing that, not to want their kid to be made fun of. We worry about that as parents. We don't want to go in an environment to where they're made fun of or they feel bad and it, make them cry. And then the parents feel bad and they think, hey, I'm never going to put them in that environment again. But that's wrong. You need to say, hey, you're not good at it. These kids are making fun of you, but those kids are not, they're idiots anyway. But still, that's going to happen. And you just got to say, hey, that's the way it is. You got to weather the storm and get better.
Exactly, like me.
Like you. It's like jiu-jitsu today. Tell the story. He was the best in his class
At
the
beginners.
at beginners jiu-jitsu.
Everyone was like, out of like 100%, they were like 12 through like 30, and I was like 90 through 100. And then the day came, I could go to the advanced class. And that was today, my first day. And when I went to that advanced class, I was overconfident. The one thing you shouldn't do when doing something new. I was also overconfident my first day of soccer. I'm overconfident on a lot of things.
So what did you find out today, though?
Never be overconfident.
Because what happened?
I tapped out a lot. There's only one person who tapped out on me, and he was the worst kid in class.
Yeah. Well.
Which is what I figured out.
Yeah. But what? You're going to stick with it because?
Well, I know if I keep trying, I'll get good at it.
There you go.
I don't want to stop.
That's right.
I want to become the best champion ever.
You get good. So, that's good. So the moral to the story is, like you said, don't give up. But you have to be honest. Honest with yourself when you're bad.
No one's perfect.
That's right. Be honest with yourself. And that's tough. It's tough to be honest, to say, I've never done this before. When you go in and you say, hey, I don't know how to kick the ball right. I don't know how to swing the bat right. And you're older where you should know how to do that.
I don't know how to do the takedown right.
Right. And you're going to learn. And that's part of being. You got to go in and not know how to do it, and you get better. So,
especially if really good people go on you. Like, the better the person who goes on you, the better you get.
That's right, because you're learning from somebody who's really good.
Exactly.
So, I remember when I was third grade, and I moved to a new school, and we never played baseball or anything where I was at. So I went to a new neighborhood, and everybody played baseball. And I was throwing, and I didn't know how to throw the ball right. So I'm like 9 years old, 8, 9 years old. I didn't know how to throw a ball right. I just didn't. I never did it. Man, I felt like an idiot. I was afraid to go play ball, and I was afraid to do it. So I'd go home and throw a ball.
Did anybody judge you?
Oh, yeah. They made fun of me, how I threw the ball. So I go and I get a tennis ball, and I throw it against the wall a bunch of times. I still never figured out if I'd start throwing it, but I got better at it, and got good enough to play with the other kids, but never got great. But I got good, better, But I could throw the ball right, and I couldn't do that before. It's weird, something small like that, because everybody's like, man, you throw like a girl. I'm like, I didn't want to tell them I never threw a ball, right? At 9 years old, you should have been playing catch since you were 4 years old. I just never did it. I didn't know how. So these happen to everybody. Happen to everybody. So, we have anything left on this one? Think we got it? I think we
Pretty
told it pretty
much.
good. I think we talked about it pretty good. So remember, moral to the story is don't give up. Be willing to be bad at something.
And nobody
parents-
is perfect.
And nobody's perfect. And parents, let your kids fail. But tell them, don't let them fail and just say, hey, you're no good at this. Let them go out there and say, you're going to be bad at this. And you got to be willing to be bad at it. And what did you used to say? I remember I'd say, let's go out and do something. You would say, I'm an inside kid. Remember you did that for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the wrong thing to say. Because you get to do anything you want. People think they're born to do certain things, and that's not right. As long as you can see, you can do it. As long as you have fingers and a hand, we forget to be grateful for all these simple things that we have, and most of us have that. Not everybody does, but we do. And so,
I got a few bruises on my arms from jujitsu.
did you? Let's see them. Oh, you did. Yep.
I got a scratch like right there.
Oh, yeah.
That one felt bad in the shower.
All right. Well, that's it for us today. We will see you next week with our new video. And
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday, we're going to do a different one. So,
I already know what that one's going to be about.
oh yeah, what's that going to be about?
Habits.
Habits?
Yes.
Like good habits?
Good and bad habits.
Good and bad. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. Signing off. We're going to give you a high five. High five. High five.
Do the screen. Do
High
the
five.
screen.
All right. And we will see you next week. And thanks for watching. And click, what do they do? They're supposed to click stuff? They click like and stuff?
You're so bad.
Supposed to click likes, I think. What do you do?
Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to all so you never miss one of our videos. Bye.
Bye.